This conference will now be recorded.
All right, so today is Wednesday, March 20th, and as always, everything that we're going to be going over today is for educational purposes only, and nothing is intended as any type of investment advice. All right, so as we know from yesterday, we have Facebook. Facebook is something, not Facebook, NVDA. I don't know why I keep typing that in. A little bit of a hectic morning. So coming in here, we know we have absolutely gigantic ask prints at 175. We also know that we have a huge dominant market maker that was buying into that 174 level from yesterday. So we know we've pulled up plenty. The stock has been bullied pretty much all of yesterday afternoon. And what we're going to be looking for coming into this morning is a trigger towards that downside to break down, and we're going to be looking to come down towards where we were looking from yesterday, our print line that was right at 172.90 or 98 or 88, I forget the exact number, but a little bit underneath that 173 level is where our price target's going to be for this one this morning. Next one, AMD. AMD, same type of deal. We had absolutely gigantic prints that came in yesterday around that 25 level. We just continued to push pretty much all the way into the aftermarket. And then coming back down, we have another one that just needs to come back and give us that pullback. Now we put that print line right there. 2450 is where we're going to be looking for. It's not a print line, just a horizontal line, but that's where we're going to be looking for once this thing starts to give its proper pullback. Once that the stock comes back to its reality. So both of those are still looking for a major pullback within them. MTFB, another one that I was looking at this morning, we can see jumping up, not on terrible volume at all. We pushed up towards that 3 level. You can see that high that came in right at 298, so we did not quite hit that 3, and we kind of triggered back towards that downside, which wasn't a great sign, but at the same time, we do see it kind of holding onto where we had our second trigger that came into this thing. So we do have some decent, a little bit of buying that came in at that 250 level. Another thing that was looking at right here, as you can see, those above the ask prints that came in from 260 to pretty much 285. So we know we're going to be bullish above those, and we're going to be bearish below the lowest amount. That's really where we're going to be getting, where our expectations are. So as long as we keep getting buying and we get that push up above that 285 level, we really should have a bit more room for this thing to be able to move. 172.87. Thank you. Thank you, Derek. All right, moving over to our scanners. Unfortunately, because I was having issues, I didn't really get to go through everything this morning. It was not ideal, but GLG coming into here, we could see, it's still holding a little bit. It is something I'm going to put on our side list just for us to keep an eye on, but there's really not much there as of this second yet, besides the fact that it's giving us the variable of holding on pretty much no volume whatsoever. So I'm going to keep an eye on it, but not really, towards the top of my list of things I'm going to be looking for. All right, moving over to THYT. We have a little bit of a move that came in. Oops. That is NVRO. See, for some reason I'm having a problem. So we had a little bit of a move come in to kind of push this thing up towards that 150 level. We have a little bit of buying that came in that 150 from what it looked like. It is a little bit mixed. We do have some selling too, but we certainly have that new buying that came back. So another one that we're going to be watching for a little bit of a pullback before we would expect it to move up back up. THDY. HT. Moving along, we have Solo, which I lost my mouse. We have Solo coming in, 257,000 shares, but not really anything going on. The amount that it moved up on, there's just better stuff for us to be looking at. STAF, we have 331,000 shares, nothing going on there. PAVM, 935. And same type of deal, not really any type of trading going on, and that's pretty much it for our gainers side of things. And moving over to our losers side, we do not have as much as the gainers, but at the same time, not as much on the list, and really not anything there that I see that I have too much interest in. One thing, TME, it's a little bit of a quantity type stock. It trades a decent amount, 6.3 million shares, but we already have 600,000. You can see there is a bunch of selling this morning that has came into it on this downtrend. My biggest thing with this, though, is going to be the actual amount that it's going to be able to move. So it's not going to be not really too much there that we can do anything with. But like I said, we do have some nice selling. 17, we're going to need to see more, but because of the amount that it's going to move, I am going to keep it on our side list rather than our main list. NOMD, 1.1 million shares, but just not really enough there for me to be paying too much attention to. Once again, the range is just very, very small. Are trading phenomenal volume, don't get me wrong, but the problem with it is that even with that phenomenal volume, double the range, it's only going to be $1 as well. So it's something we're going to be wanting to look at. more in the morning. And then DERM, this is another one. I'm going to keep it on my list of things to keep an eye on, but it's not really going to make the list. Not really enough going on this morning for us to be focusing on it. Just a little bit of a slow morning. I know we have the FOMC meeting today at 2 p.m., so most of the time our mornings get cut very short. So it's very important for us to go out there, find that show of hand, and kind of execute a lot earlier than we would normally need to. What's going on in BABA? So BABA this morning had some really big prints that were coming into it. Nothing really special besides the fact that we have that 2.2 million share print, 500,000, 150,000, 105,000, 75,000, and 99,000, 50,000, 50,000. So there's a lot of huge prints that have came into BABA coming into this morning. So certainly something to keep an eye on. But unfortunately, there's just nothing there yet for us to even think about understanding where the stock is going to be able to go unless you have a story sitting in there from yesterday. All right, guys, anything else out there that I missed? Anything else that we got going on? Bullish above, bearish below type deal? Absolutely, Derek. And that's always going to be the case with huge prints. But if we have huge prints like that and we actually have some type of follow and some type of regular prints that come in, a lot of times they can give us an indication of what we're going to be looking for. It just does not have that. Chris says BPMX. BPMX, let's see. No. BPMX, complete quant stock, just nothing to be able to do. It's got great volume, okay, but at the same time, it also, it trades pretty much 1 cent per day. On average, it moves 1 cent per day, so we're not going to be paying too much attention to that. All right, guys, remember, class is going to begin in pretty much about 3 minutes. I just need to get the room up and running and get settled in, and we will begin as soon as possible. No prints, obviously, but TIGROIPA today. Okay, absolutely. Let's make a note of that, and we will keep our eyes open. You know what time it opens, Jack? All right, cool. So I will see everyone in the I'll see everyone in class right now, and then I'll see everyone in the chat shortly after. Happy trading.